Yeah, we're on to our Lovespoon to record this year. So we cut it out in our demonstration last week, and now this week I'm going to go through all of my checks first of all. But this week we are we're doing some of the carving. So let's have a little look at it. We're going to start off, I think, at the bottom of this. We've done some work on the bowl, so we've smoothed that bowl off, cut that shape, that heart shape. And we're ready to go. So a little bit of wood carving. Let's have a look, see if we're doing some of the carving. So. Oh, I tell you what needs turning down a little bit. There we are. That background music is a little bit too, a little bit high. Let's just turn that down a fraction. No. There. That should be fine. Right. So the first thing that I'm going to carve on this one, we're going to work on the swans and the leaves at the bottom. So there's always the simple processes. Start off by doing the stop cuts down into the wood, and then afterwards we use those stop cuts as a barrier and we cut into it. And what happens, because we put the paper design on the wood, as you're carving away you start to see the beautiful colour in the grain. I chose this piece of wood, piece of yew. They refer to it as the eternal tree. The Celts like this one. It's got beautiful colour and character in the grain. It's in the centre is a beautiful bright orange colour, and then on the outside like a creamy white colour, so you get beautiful contrast. It is indeed. Hello, sir. Yeah, thanks for joining us. Hope all is well. I see they publish your article in the Case magazine, which is good. So I hope anybody who can, if you've got a link to it as well, put it in the description for everybody. They can have a little look at it. Yeah, it's good to see. Good to see that things are moving on with all of that, and yeah, hope everything is well too. Yeah, so there's going to be it's purely wood carving today. So we've only got the one camera set up. And it's all about making progress on our spoon to record this year. So we're just starting. There's different schools of thought, isn't it? Where when it comes to the carving, some start at the top, go sort of top to bottom. Others do bottom to top. And others sort of jump around a bit. Myself, I don't tend to do a set order as such. But I thought we'd start off with our swans down the bottom. Okay, with your permission. Yeah, great. No, get it on there. Get that link on there. You're very welcome to get that link on there for everybody. Anybody who's interested in seeing that one, get across on the case site and check out that latest article by the carver. So you can see we're just working on these little leaves, and as you're going along, you're sort of deciding what the technique, what the method is going to be. So what I'm thinking is we'll just angle them just a little bit, just like so. And the story with this Lovespoon, because it's our spoon for the year, there's always a story, there's always a message with it. And so the story is based on the stresses and strains of life. I'm not getting too bogged down in it all, because you look at those birds and they go about their lives out there, they go about doing the things they do, and they don't seem to worry about too much. So why should we all be? That's our message and story. And then you've got the swans partner for life, so very appropriate for a Lovespoon. The robins, used for remembrance, but another popular one that we carve on the Lovespoons. Probably the most popular, one of the most popular things I would say that we carve today. And then you've got the lovebirds. That's Thomas the woodcarver just coming through. The garden bird that was the inspiration, and the doves that we've got right at the top. There we are. So we're just shaping those first two little leaves, just like so. And we're just going to shape them back that way a little bit, not too much on that angle. There we are, and then a little bit more coming back in the opposite direction. Buen día. Hola. El Salvador. Linda trabajar. Muchas gracias. Sí. Trabajando con... Yo no sé este madera en castellano. Yo pregunto muchas veces, pero la gente no sé este árbol en español. Pero yo trabajo. Es un árbol, no sé, tiene un mensaje en inglés, pone ese, el árbol de eternidad. Pero muchas gracias para pasar el tarde con nosotros. Yeah, just explaining the message behind all of these different things. I will just explain a little bit more in Spanish just to explain what this is. Mire, este es una cuchara del amor y es un tradición típico aquí en Gales. Y este es mi trabajo. Yo hace cucharas del amor y cada año yo hace uno un poco más especial porque nuestra familia tiene una colección y usa las cucharas para recordar una historia, un mensaje, cosas pasadas en la vida. Cada año hace uno un poco más especial. So just explaining that what we do, we carve a love spoon each and every year, one slightly more special than we normally do, to record something in our family or in the wider world, or just to portray a little message. This year, I would say it's more just sharing a little bit of a message, a positive little outlook on life. But it'll be a family one then as well, because you know we're running a small business and you're trying to keep things going, and you're sharing what we do with people. There we are. I'm just going to check as well. Yeah, it seems to be clear enough. So we're just having that little bit of work first of all on the little ripples on the water. Just getting that shape, just cutting that all out, taking away a little bit of shape in the edges, just beveling it ever so slightly. And then again we go on to the swans and we start doing our stop cuts. So we cut down into the wood first of all, just like so. And the same on the other side. And so the first thing that we do when we're working on a little swan carving like that one there, we get the depth, which is generally the way I do most of the carving. Get all of your depth that you want on the carving first of all. Cutting down into the wood. There we are. And then afterwards we'll add all of the little bits of detail. So get the depth that you want. You start seeing that beautiful grain coming through. And I'm hoping with this one it should take shape quite quickly. Other things then, if you're new to wood carving, if you're a beginner, when it comes to marking out something like this, we mark out with a vertical grain. So anyone joining us who's learning wood carving, or if you're watching it back on the playback, yeah, if you mark out with a vertical grain, there's a couple of reasons why you do that. Firstly, it tends to add more sort of strength to what you're doing, so it's slightly stronger. You know, for example, if the grain is going across there, it's more susceptible to bang, breaking like so. And then when it comes to the carving, you're carving more frequently with the grain, and so that makes the carving easier and more enjoyable really for us to do. Just noticed that I haven't added the detail. Peyton, hello there from South Texas. Thank you for joining us. Hope all is well. We're in a bit of a rainy West Wales we are here. And it's a little bit rainy. It's better though. Last week it went very cold here. But it's a bit warmer than it was last week. So, yeah, not too bad. Gone a lot milder than it was a week ago. But, yeah, thank you, Peyton, for joining us. Any thoughts as well, any questions for anybody? Let us know as we go along, and we'll do our best to answer any questions. And, yeah, share any ideas with you all. Right, so this is starting to take shape. And it's interesting that you forget little things that you've done as you've designed it. As I've designed this, I've just noticed there's a heart shape there. And I've obviously designed it with that heart shape, but what happens? You design it and then you forget what you've done. There we are. Must be getting older. So I designed it like that, and I'm looking at it thinking, that's a clever little idea. And it was me who designed it, but I've forgotten that I'd done it. And this is what we do then. See, again, if you're new, if you're interested in Lovespoon carving, or if you're new to wood carving, this is the sort of thing you can do. You can design it yourself, draw it all out on paper, and then we stick that paper design onto the wood itself. You can have a quick drink. And then you proceed with your carving. And having that sort of paper template, very useful, especially when you're cutting everything out, so getting your basic outline on the scroll saw. But the carving, I tend to be sort of removing all of that before I add the detail. And when it comes to that, then what you can do, if it's a struggle, then if there's certain carvings and you think, you know, I'm not sure where I'm going, what you can always do is to photocopy the design and have it next to you then, so as you're adding you do sort of remove the detail and get the depth, you know, you've then got that other drawing, that other design that you can copy, that you can use to follow. Right, so let's have a little look. That's just taking shape there. Same again. Just shaping it all around. Just like so. What we're going to have to do now, we're going to have to turn that back around fairly soon. Right, those are those two leaves, two more leaves at the top. So throughout this design there are little leaves that we've added in there. This is sort of inspired by nature, Lovespoon. But already we're making some good progress on it. And this is very much in keeping then with what we're doing on a daily basis then, where, you know, we get a lot of requests for bespoke Lovespoons, for one-off Lovespoons. Yeah, we make quite a few sort of different ones. Let's have a little look. So, yeah, we've got the shape there. We're going to have to now turn it round in the vise. So we do that just like so, turn it back around in the vise. We've carved in the one direction, and now we're going to carve it back in the opposite direction. So we're just working our way through these different sections, one by one. There we are, so just shaping as we go. I have to excuse my hands sometimes as they go in front of the camera. And that's just part of the process when it comes to getting the carving done. And again, going back to it, if you are a beginner, popular wood for starting out is what you refer to in the US as basswood. What we refer to here in the UK is flowering lime, the linden tree family. But I always sort of suggest to people, if you're learning and stuff, try different woods. Different types of wood is the correct expression, not different woods. yeah, try different types of wood because different ones suit different people and different styles of carving better. This one, lovely wood for carving, but possibly not the ideal for when you're first starting. Oh dear, Thomas the woodcarver's working in the dust in the back and sneezing away. Oh dear. Oh dear, dear. The things of working in wood. You're always going to be making a bit of dust. Right, so we can shape all of that round now. Where the grain, what do you find? There's a point always when you're carving with the grain. So you carve up there, see, and then here there's a point where the grain goes in the opposite direction. There we are. So carve it back in the opposite direction then. There we are. Same with this one. We carve it down like so. And then again, we can carve that back in the opposite direction. We'll ask Thomas Woodcarver there. What are you working on? I can hear you sneezing away.
Yeah, well, I've been naughty because I didn't put my mask on.
That'll do it. What are you working on? You're doing the twists. You on some of the...
I'm doing the twist, yeah.
Yeah, he's in the back there doing the twist. So what we do, see some of the spoons, we do a twist on the stem. Right, so this is sort of the first panel of our spoon for the year, and it's we're just finishing it off. Just taking a little bit, just shaping it just a little bit, and it's the same now. The swans, so what we've done, see, we've carved in the one direction as far as we can, and then we turn it round and we carve the other way. So that's how we sort of go about shaping the spoon. And I've designed this, see, when I was designing it, I thought I want to have a spoon this year, you know, something we'll enjoy making, something we'll enjoy carving. And I thought, well, I enjoy doing bird carving, simple little carvings like this. So I thought, well, we'll put a number of them together on a design and turn it into our spoon for the year. So far, so good. Nice piece of wood, this one.
What has anybody got? You know the sanding machine we use?
Yeah.
That one?
The oscillator.
Yeah.
Hello, Marty. Thanks for joining us. Hope all is well. Good to have you with us. That one there, an oscillating sander. That was the one that earlier in the year caught my hand.
Yeah.
Caught me a beaut.
It's not a brilliant machine, you know.
No, it's limited, isn't it?
Yeah, you see, I can't get that belt off now.
No, it's that design.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's...
With the bigger one, you can change it around.
Yeah.
But with the smaller one like this,
it's awkward.
It's really difficult to...
Yeah. There's a few machines there we got. There's one that drives me mad. We've got a pillar drill, but the chuck, it's a pest for changing it. You know the one I mean?
Yeah.
It's an awkward.
It's just a poor.
It was a poor chuck on it, wasn't it?
Poor chuck, yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, but and some of these machines, you know, you have these problems, and they're not cheap.
No.
I mean, this is why I always advocate using the Hegners. You know, I mean, and at different times I notice that people criticise them and say, why are you using a Hegner? You should be, but you know, when you compare them with some of the other machines we've got, you know, they are a really well engineered piece of equipment, aren't they?
Well, we've had it over 20 years.
That's right. That's right. So that's why we do very much advocate that particular machine, is that they just do the job, And that's what you want.
The oscillator for over 20 years.
Yeah, but I'm not anywhere near the work that the Hegners had, is it? You know, it's something that we only rarely use. It's inflicted the worst injury I've ever had doing any woodworking on me, and it's not the best.
No.
Not the best, but there we are. It has its uses. Now here's another way we do it, where this one here, because I'm not so sure, because what it is, I do a lot of robins, but a lot of them, I do them all in different styles. Marty's saying, love both his Hegners. Yeah, they're great. They are good bits of kit. There's one occasion, Marty, we're not on it, because we're working on our spoon to record this year. So that's the one that we're working on at the moment. So just carving away, working our way through it. A bird-themed love spoon, this one. Right, so this is another little technique that I do use, is when you have, quite often with our the work we do, we design it with symmetry. So whatever we put on the one side, we have on the other side as well. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to have two robins. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to carve the depth on the one, but then I'm going to leave the other one so I can see the detail and copy it. So the same as I said, you can have an image. You can have an image by the side of you. With this, I literally will have an image by the side of me, because I'm just going to copy. I'm going to copy the one bird. So I'm not going to carve the paper off this one yet. Let's have a little look. So just getting a little bit of depth. Carving out that beak. Just like so. Nice to see it taking shape already. I think I'm going to check now. We are just coming up to about 20 minutes, I would say, into the live stream. And we're just coming up to the half. I don't think we're making as much. It just shows you, see, the work involved in the scroll sawing, because we weren't as far along with this last week. I think it took us best part of 2 hours to cut it all out. So it just shows you how much work is actually involved in scroll sawing. And then people will say to us, you're working with a machine. Well, yes and no, because you turn the machine on, leave it run, and it doesn't do anything without somebody to guide it. Or it doesn't do anything good. Right, so we're just going to shape around here. And again, going back to our sort of beginner's point, we're working with that grain as much as we possibly can. Work with the grain. Work with it. And it really has so far carved quite nicely. So that's good stuff. That's what we want. Yeah, so. Here we are. I can hear it in the background, the oscillator going. So Thomas the Woodcarver must be making progress there. DW Denny, good morning, folks. Hello there. It must be Borodar for yourself. Good morning. For ourselves, it's good afternoon here. With a few hours in front. What time are we now? We're about 20 past 4. The scroll saw cuts so much additional work. Pun intended. Out of cut. Yeah, it does. It literally cuts out. Yeah, a lot of time taking, a lot of bulk and that sort of thing out. Gives us that basic form that we can then work from. Let's have a little look. Oh, I think we can get rid of that bit of paper there, that's fine. So just getting rid of that. Lovely seeing This wood now, when this gets shellacked, so when we do the sealing on this Lovespoon, you're going to have some beautiful character in the grain. It's got a lovely grain to it. And what we did, see, when we designed it, we used these leaves to sort of tie everything together. It was working on like a nature theme, but I wanted these leaves there tying the whole design together. There we are. I'm going to do the same on this side with the leaves, because we're not worried about losing the detail on the leaves. We're pretty confident with what we're going, but the robin, because each robin that I carve is slightly different, we'll keep the detail on the one side for now. Get the depth marked out. There we are, we're just working that down.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
You managed to do it?
Yeah.
Here we are. That's the main thing.
Do you want to move the camera and show everybody what I've done?
Oh, I gotta keep it. No, I gotta keep it focused on what we're carving.
I'll tell you what I've done.
Yeah.
This oscillating machine.
Yeah.
The bed, you see, can be.
Change the angle.
You can change the angle.
Yeah.
So by changing the angle, it enables you to get to the bottom of the sanding pad.
Yeah.
So
you can take those ones off though.
yeah,
It is a way of doing it.
Normally they come off. Yeah, but the trouble is that's a fixed one.
Right.
The other ones have got a thread that you can maneuver, but the smaller ones haven't. Anyway, I've solved the problem.
You got it sorted.
Yeah.
I left a few mini Lovespoons there for you to do twists on.
Yeah. You see, look, you know, that's 1, 2. What are they going out? £20? Near enough?
Yeah, what it is, we do a bigger version of that, so they're around about the sort of £20 mark.
See, so you know, you've got 20, 40.
That one's a bit less.
Yeah, it's about £55 worth there.
Yeah.
It all helps.
Quite delicate, that one, isn't it? You
Yeah.
have to be careful carving the bowl of that,
Yeah.
because that is as delicate as we go, really.
Yeah.
That's good.
Great stuff. Here we are. I'll leave those there for you.
That's the sort you'll be carving, and when you carve the bowl, you're just hoping you don't hear that audible click,
Yeah.
as in it just goes. Right. I think at this stage I'm going to turn it round. What's your thoughts?
Hey.
What's your thoughts on the spoon? I think it's going to be a nice spoon, this one. Nice piece of wood.
It is a nice. It's going to be a nice spoon. Yeah. My only concern about it, we normally put something in the spoon.
Yeah.
To relate to the year.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, there's nothing. No, there's nothing at the moment that
I think this is.
that we think is.
I think this is entirely to do with the year.
You know, there's a message in it normally.
There is a message in it,
Well, there
and it's
we are.
entirely to. Hello, Michael. I'm just kind of here today. No worries. Hope all is well. And thank you all for joining us. I think it's entirely relevant for this year because there's a lot of. We're living in some strange
Well,
times.
there's a lot of doom and gloom. That's the trouble. Isn't
We
it?
are living in some strange times.
And it's supposed to be a love spoon.
And the thing is, there's a lot of focus. We've been talking about it. There's a lot of focus on, you know, you've got to be, you know, it's all very competitive and everything's very serious and I wanted to do something that we could do, and I'm enjoying carving this.
Well, that's, yeah, I mean, that's...
And that's the message, that's the story. Laptop is a short, oh dear. Well, that doesn't sound good. I hope you get it sorted, Michael. Yeah, there's a lot of, you know, it's a theme of being positive this year. You're right. It's exactly that, because sometimes things are just so jacked up that you have to do something optimistic and hopeful. And that's exactly it. There you go. The carver's hit the nail on the head. Exactly. It is all about, we've done something to enjoy.
It's quite difficult to be positive.
Yeah, but that's what we're being. We're being positive. We're saying, look, you know, we're going to carve something nice. We're going to carve something beautiful, and we're going to do it because we're going to enjoy doing it. No one's going to pay us to do it. We haven't got to do it. We're doing something to enjoy it, and that's there's a lot of the message. And there are little stories and things. That's right, says Michael. There are little stories and messages in there, but that is the carver's very much got the essence of it.
What film or play? Where does that song come? You know, feed the birds.
Oh, you've lost me there.
Feed the birds, something. Is it tuppence or?
Right, you're going back now.
Yeah.
You're going back on us now.
Is it something like Mary Poppins or something like that?
Could be. Sounds right.
Yeah.
Sounds that sort of style. If it's Mary Poppins, it's Yelly's the one you should ask. She knows that she likes.
The birds, tuppence a bird or something like that. Tuppence a bag, isn't it?
I don't know.
Something.
I tell you, you won't get much for tuppence now. You'll get not many people.
You won't even get a bag of birdseed now for tuppence.
Tuppence, honestly. You won't get much for that.
I will go and ask my wife where that song comes.
You'll have to change the. There we are. The carver's just said Mary Poppins.
Where was Mary Poppins?
For tuppence, the birds are going to starve on that. They'll have to change our song. Ah, dear me. But that's the essence of it. You know, there's
Dick Van Dyke, I guess.
It sounds, yeah. When you.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Paul's joined us. Hello, Paul. Hello from Arkansas, is it? Thanks for joining us. I might not be back online till after the first of the year, but I'll be thinking of all you guys. No worries, Michael. Hope all is well. And well, if you're not back until the new year, have a good Christmas as well.
Oh, another positive thing, the fact that you're making a love spoon, right?
Yeah.
And you're concealing, what do you call it? Oh, dear me.
You're going to start on about the carbon thing, yeah?
Yeah, your carbon footprint. So once that is complete,
this is all about beautiful.
Positive.
Thank you, Michael. There's lots of little messages in here with the birds, but it's doing something where, as I said, it's not going to earn us any money. It's not going to win us any prizes. It's not. I'm not doing it to.
You're enjoying it.
I'm doing it purely to enjoy it. I'm not doing it to. You know, it's nothing in terms of. There's a lot of stuff you're supposed to, I don't know, show off, and you're supposed to, oh, we're going to do such and such to be better than such. You know, there's a lot of that sort of thing seems to go on in life and all the rest of it. No, we're just doing it. We're sharing it with everybody and enjoying doing it. And hopefully, you know, it might give a little bit of inspiration. Somebody may see it and think, oh, I'd like to do something similar myself. Great. If you do, make sure you enjoy it. And it's because we're, you know, you speak to people like Ross, where he's running a business as well, and there's constant pressure, and we're under a lot of pressure with business, we are. Yeah. And so with this, we're not under pressure, we're enjoying it. We get to share it with
what's that other song?
Friends online as well.
What's that flying up there? Is it a bird?
You know, you sound like Superman now. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Oh, hang on. That sounds as well like the Big Bopper.
Is it?
Chantilly Lace. I know that one.
Yeah.
I don't know, it depends which song you're thinking of. One Superman that comes to mind,
Well,
the other's the Big Bopper.
It could be Big Bopper then.
Chantilly Lace.
Anybody tell us what that song is?
Chantilly Lace,
No, I
a
can't
pretty
do that.
thing.
Nice.
Oh.
What's that bird there? Is it a bird? No. Is it something else? No.
Yes, that's Chantilly Lace, isn't it? Hello, Micah. Thanks for joining us. I thought that was Chantilly Lace. There we are.
Really?
There we are. Anybody else in the comments? You'll have to let us know.
Right, I better go and finish this spoon, dude.
I'm trying to think now. Oh, now that's going to annoy me now because I do know the song. It's when he's on the telephone. What's that song where he's on the telephone? It's typical now. Thomas the Woodcarver's gone. There we are. Right, well, we're well on with our robin. Now that Thomas the Woodcarver's left me with that thought in my head. So it's taking shape. And so far, I'm quite happy with the carving. Let's go back to our swans, and I'm going to add the detail. Now, if anybody else does this as well, one thing to always be careful of, when you're putting the eye in, don't press too hard. If I've gone and split one of these, I've done it a dozen times, because you always forget and just press a bit too hard. You could always go back over it afterwards when you've shellacked it and go a little bit deeper if needs be. Our township doesn't actually have internet service, but we pay for it. Our county is trying to get a service for us. We're in a dead area. Oh, there's a few. Sounds like there's a few of those around in the US. We're fortunate here. We do get fibre. There's up to what they call the green boxes that we get until. I know I missed something the other day though. I got a little question. Is your vice setup a normal joinery vice, please? We'll have to bring Thomas the Woodcarver in for that one. Yeah, it's a standard sort of vice, isn't it? You can still. It's a record. Yeah, so it's a record vice. And as you can see, we line it with wood so it doesn't bruise the wood as we're carving it.
Yeah,
Well, I've adapted it as well. So this block that you can see here, that block that we've got here, that moves it out. And I tell you why I've done that. I sit down to carve, and it means that when I carve, I'm sitting square on. And the reason for that, it all comes back. It comes back to your back.
Yeah.
I'll hang on today as long as I can. Brilliant. Oh, good to have you with us, Michael. So yeah, with your back and stuff like that, it's designed to bend and it's designed to twist, but it's not designed to bend and twist at the same time. So what I do, see, because I'm bending when I'm carving, I'm making sure that I'm not twisting at the same time, and that block, as opposed to me having to twist to be carving over here, I'm square on. Block it out underneath. Well, in terms of what we do, these are different size carving blocks, see? So you can take those out. So that's the full vice, and then it's a standard sort of record vice. It'll open and close. Yeah, so it brings that wood more square on. That's the reason I've done it, as recommended many moons ago when I had a few problems. I used to do a bit of sprinting, and I used to have a few problems with my hamstrings. And one of the things that the physio suggested was to have a look at how you're carving. And I realised fairly early on, Dad stands to carve. And so when he's carving, quite often he's rotating and bending his back at the same time. And me and the physio were saying, well, it's not a good idea. So if you can set it up where you're not doing those things, it's a lot better. So that's what we worked out. And when we worked it out, we came up with a a sort of method we could use. And I've used it ever since. And the interesting thing is that what you tend to find, I can carve for a lot longer than Dad can. So whether that's the reason, I think it probably is, to be honest with you. I think it is to do with the setup that I have. It allows me to carve for longer than him. So yeah, that's how we do it. Right, we're just doing a little bit of work on the beak there of our robin. The big bopper says it feels real loose like a long neck goose. Wow, baby, that's what I like. Do 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 do. And that's the thing, see, this one here, that's always been the plan, is to enjoy carving this one out. So I'm just about getting there now with the with our robin. Because we do a lot of carving, and quite often, see, we're under time pressure, that sort of thing. Spot on. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, hang on. Is it? It's the twist, isn't it? It is. It's the twist. It's not the big bopper at all. Or is it twist again? It's the twist. I can see it now. I can see it now. Is it a bird? Yeah, it's either twist, the twist, or let's twist again. Don't I think we deserve some props for knowing that, considering we both came around it? Absolutely, yeah, 1982. I reckon it's the twist, or let's twist again, and which was sung by. Now I'm thinking. Was it? It's not Chubby Checker, is it? No. But I think I do agree with the carver. I think we're doing very well. This is before our time. We are managing to work it out. Okay, so whatever we do on the one side, we do on the other side. Just a little bit of detail, add in those feathers. I'm waiting for Thomas the woodcarver to turn the scroll saw off so I can call him back in. Chubby Checker did the twist. There we are. Look at that, see? And you can see I've got my phone here checking on the live stream, so you can see I'm not Googling this. So I'm not doing a bad job on my pop trivia there. Let's twist again, like we did last summer. There we are. Before my time, but I'm sure it's Chubby Checker. There we are. I reckon it's well before my time as well. Thomas the woodcarver. It was Chubby Checker. Was it the twist or was it twist again? I don't know where the big bopper came into it in my head. Was it the twist or twist again, or?
Chubby Checker.
It's the twist.
Yeah.
So that's what you were thinking of with the spoons.
Yeah. I just thought of, as you were doing this, I was thinking of the Song of Solomon.
Right. Well, that's the sort of.
Consider the.
That's right. It's about the stresses and strains of life. See.
We'll have to look that up and see how it fits in, because.
Oh, you'll find it will.
You could put a flower on there.
You'll find it will.
Because there's something about a flower, isn't it? Consider the lily.
Chubby was during my time.
Consider the lilies of the field. They neither spin or something or toil.
Well, that's right.
And yet none of these.
Well, look, it's relevant for yourself because you usually come in most weeks and you're ranting. You're doing a rant. No rants today. They're not allowed, all right?
Oh, I can have a rant if you want me to.
No rant today. It's a stress-free zone. See?
It's a stress-free zone today. Okay.
It's a stress-free zone, and we'd enjoy it. We'd do
so in that case, don't look at the news today.
No.
Right?
It's a stress-free zone. Don't check the news. And and there we go. And there we go. There's another message you can put out with it now. Whatever you're working on, because we're all working on different projects, we're all carving different stuff. Stop whatever you do and go and do something and think, right, I'm going to do something I'm really going to enjoy. What a good message. What a good message. And we have people in here on their holiday, so we can share this with them next year. And we can say, look, this is to go make sure you do something to enjoy it. There you go. The carver's laughing. This is a good message, though, no? I think it's a good message, and I know now. Do you know what? I'm going to hang that on the wall, right? I'm going to hang this on the wall. Rants are good for you. Rants are good for you. Don't listen to it. There we go. You got Micah's egging you on with the rant. No. I'm going to put it on the wall, and I'm going to try and, next year now, I'm going to try and make an effort to look at that spoon and remind myself, see? Because a lot of what we do, we enjoy our carving, we enjoy the work we're doing. Twist again like we did last summer, that's the one. But a lot of the time, see, because we're under time pressure, you know, everybody wants everything made for yesterday. Quite often, we enjoy the carving, but you're thinking, right, I've got to do that now, and I've got to get onto that now, and I've got to do this, and I've got to do this, and this has got to be done. So you're not fully able to enjoy everything because you're just trying to keep up with everything and trying to get things done. Twist again like we did last year. We'll be breaking into song soon. And let's twist again like we did last summer. That's all again. The influence of Thomas the Woodcarver comes in here and he's on the oscillating sander, doing the twists on the spoons. And now we're all thinking about the twist. Perhaps that's where it comes from, being sent round the twist. It wouldn't surprise me if being sent round the twist originated from Thomas the Woodcarver. Hence the profile picture, see, on our YouTube channel. There we are. We're all thinking about the twist now. Is that where, I was asking him, is that where the expression comes from? And if it is it linked to you? Were you the first person to send somebody around the twist?
No, it's not me, definitely not.
There we are. It's taking shape, this.
Good.
Before we break into song and dance, why don't we all take a moment to hit the thumbs up? Well, yeah, that would be much appreciated as well. But don't worry, because we're not going to worry too much. But yeah, if you are enjoying it and if it's nice seeing a bit of carving, because again, see, we enjoy our carving and we don't always get time and chance to share that with everybody. We got the swans. And we got one of our robins done. That's the progress so far. And how far are we into our carving here? We've been, there we are, we've been live according to that for 48 minutes. So it's making progress here. It is definitely making progress. But yeah, if you want to hit the thumbs up, that'd be great. What do they say? It helps the algorithm. But we don't really do it for an algorithm. We do the videos and we do the live streams. So we got contact with all of yourselves. I don't see the point in these algorithm things. I'd given up on that many moons ago. We do stuff to share things that we think others might be able to use and enjoy. It's more about sharing things with people. But yeah,
That's what I was thinking.
the thumbs up and all that does help us.
That's what was in my head then. See, I get the point, but I can't remember things 5 minutes ago.
Money, right?
Yeah. It's a problem because we're not using cash.
Yeah.
And that's a message for today, and that's not a negative one, it's a positive one. Keep using cash.
Yeah.
The birds haven't got credit cards or debit cards, have they?
So there's a thing with that one as well, but that's this one is all about is doing something to enjoy.
Oh, it's right.
We do.
We're
Glad you enjoy it. Thank you, Micah.
when we look at our statement, because we got this card machine, we realise how much is being sort of charged.
Oh, it's incredible what they charge for us to, and they don't do anything. So
Well, they probably got a satellite up in the air or something.
well, yeah, they have a system, but for what they pay themselves to be the payment operator, but most definitely use cash as often as you can. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We do, but we're seeing less and less and less of it as a small business.
Yeah.
But no, that's the idea with this, is that life is there to enjoy. And so we'll carve a spoon. And I thought, I thought it would reflect as well in the spoon. I thought if we designed something and made something we enjoy making, I thought people will like this one. They'll like this, I'm telling you, because we've enjoyed doing this one, and that'll reflect in the finish. I've enjoyed doing it, and I've enjoyed the idea as well. So,
What's your favourite bird then?
well, when it comes to carving, I do like carving the swans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one. Swan's partner for life.
Hello, Ken. There we are. Thank you for joining us. The robin though, the robin is very, very, very popular now, and people are using them for remembrance and things like that.
Yeah.
And
we got the wise old owl there as well.
we've seen an owl.
Hey,
I haven't done an owl.
what is it? A pigeon?
What have you got there? You got two lovebirds. We got this one here is a blue tit and some doves.
I thought it was an owl.
Oh, there we are. That's my drawing, that is. Before my time is just a cop out. Bill Haley was before my time, but I know all about him. Yeah, fantastic stuff. And hello to you as well. Hope all is well, and thanks for joining us. It's nice. I love the birds, and especially the swans. Thank you.
Yeah, I think the swans, they're supporting everything else there. Fair play to them.
I like, do you know, it's something that I keep adding new birds, and I tell you, whenever anybody asks, we get asked to carve all sorts of different things on Lovespoons, but whenever somebody asks me, oh, will you carve a bird, I think, oh great, that'll be good, that. And if somebody asks me to carve something different, so for instance, we get asked to carve the eagle.
In fairness,
There's an outline of the eagle that we've done a few times.
The first one I did. Well, the second one I did, 1970.
You did Lovebirds,
Had
didn't
a
you?
couple of birds on there. Yeah.
I really enjoy carving birds, and okay, they're only simple carvings that we do, but anytime anybody asks for a different type of bird, we've done all sorts of exotic ones. We got asked to do the red kite.
Oh, I mean, there's some lovely wood carvers.
Some people do really fantastic,
birds.
elaborate carvings of them. I just think they're a fun thing to carve.
Yeah.
We do very simple
Mind you, some
impressions of
people
them.
don't like birds in the house. So,
Oof, some people are terrified of birds.
yeah.
Some people are scared of them. But myself, no, I think they're really nice things to carve. The robin, we probably carve as many robins as anything else in the workshop, man. On my birthday, no matter when I do a lot of camping, a robin visits me, and I believe it's my brother who passed away. There we are, yeah. And that's something, see, that's why we're finding we do a lot of robins now, because they are for remembering people. Yeah, absolutely. And we see them in the garden here. One thing I'd love to do, there we are, we're changing the subject again slightly as well. One thing I always want to do, I've enjoyed photography and I don't get enough time to do it. And one thing that I always want to do, I want to get a photo of a robin in the holly tree with the holly leaves and the holly berries. Oh, if I could get a good photo of that. That's been an ambition,
Yeah.
but the time, you've got to find the right tree,
Well, that's right.
and then you've got to wait then and open hope that the robin's going to turn up. But it's always something that I would have loved to have done. And in the photography, I always enjoyed. I remember being down Carew Castle chasing a heron up and down, but I couldn't get close enough to get any sort of decent photo of it. No, but so it's something that we enjoy doing. A nice part of the work, but yeah, robins and remembrance. That's how I imagine a robin in holly. Yeah, absolutely. I've always wanted to get that image, but not happened yet. But we will keep trying. We will keep looking out for it. And I got the hedgerow just by our house there is all holly, and it gets berries on it as well. So one day I do hope that I'll be able to get that image. Let's have a little look. Right, so that is, I carved a hillbilly gnome out of fantastic. Good stuff, Michael. I'm glad you're doing some carving. How's it coming along as well? I know you had you had some new tools and things for this winter for carving. So yeah, hope you're making progress, and hope it's coming along nicely for you. Yeah, it looks like a pig dressed as a farmer. Brilliant. Promoted as what it is, as what it looks like. Not what it was intended to look like. We've been there, done that. There we are. Right. So I think that is. I think we can add the detail. I think we can add the detail to our robins. Let's have a little look. So what we do, see, we sand over everything. No right or wrong again when it comes to the different techniques. I find them quite friendly birds if you have food. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I've been out as well photographing, and you will get them where they'll sort of come out. I don't know whether, perhaps it's because they're a bit territorial or something like that, but they come out to have a good check on what you're doing. So, and I never had any luck with them, because whenever they've been doing stuff like that, I've never got the right lens on the camera. So, but one day I will. I'm afraid I haven't quite got the patience for a wildlife photographer. The thing I always enjoyed the most was taking photos of landscapes. And the reason for that, the landscape is pretty consistent, isn't it? It doesn't tend to move. Whereas when you're doing sports events and wildlife, they got a tendency to move. Right. Let's have a little look. We need the full stop. Where's our full stopper gone? There it is. There's our full stopper. Robins are a sign of spring here. Ah, oh, we use them a lot. See, for we see them as a winter thing quite often. I don't know why we link them as well with Christmas and stuff like that, but it's lovely to see the robin. Excuse me. Right, let's have a little look. So that's down to there. So we got that. Okay, so we're going to put an eye there. An eye like so. Boom. And let's have a little look. Very territorial and aggressive birds, but we see them as cute. Yeah, absolutely. I always think that's why when I'm out, and you'll see them coming out, I always think that's the territorial side of them coming out. They're checking, what are you doing? This is my patch. Oh dear. Let's have a look. Right. So we just put that little mark in around the back of there. And all just simple little carvings, but hopefully it all comes together to create a nice image and a nice Lovespoon. Just like so. Here we are. Right, and then a few little indents for the feet. The claws, just like so. 1,
Talking about
2.
birds, Dave,
Yeah.
I better put my girls in.
Yeah, Thomas the Woodcarver's got his chickens to sort out. We didn't put a chicken on here for you though.
No.
Got to make sure they're all okay. There we are, so we got one there.
Yeah. I gotta put
One
the chickens
there.
in there.
You carry on there.
My girls.
I'll keep at it. I need to carve a pig for my next wordy gig. Then add movable arms. Oh, sounds good. Sounds like a good project, that one. Look forward to seeing that. And that's what you find is promoted as what it looks like as opposed to what you were planning on first of all. That happens with carvings. They go off in a different direction. And then if anybody asks, you just tell them, oh, it's alright, we've had ones like that. We had one where we did a net of fish and people said, oh look, it's a pineapple. What other ones have happened over the years? Somebody was looking at a carving the other day. Oh, they said it was a horse. That was it. They said, yeah, look at that. Oh, look at that. It's a horse. It was Daffy Duck. There we are. Close enough. Close enough. If that's what they can see, that's what they can see. But it was definitely Daffy. It was definitely Daffy Duck. Right. So now we move on to our lovebirds. So just to recap with it all. There we are. We've got a couple of leaves there and our swans. And if you look, we've got a heart shape there, see? Just like so. And then we got some robins in the center and a heart here. And now we move on to the next panel, which is our lovebirds. But that is taking shape quite nicely. And as we said, we're enjoying carving it. And that's always an important part. Enjoying what we're doing. Right, so we got one that way, so we go one that way as well. Just over the top like so. So again, get those stop cuts, get those established for us. In there like so. And then for this one here, just a little bit down there, same here. One there, and another one down there like so. So let's again look. We're going to just shape that in like so. done that stop cut, but as we're cutting down there, we've lost the stop cut, so we'll have to re-establish it. Just like so. No worries, yeah, no problem at all. No worries with the delays. You'll have to let us know. What are you carving at the moment as well? Yeah, if you're there carving, is it things for different gifts, teachers, and all that sort of thing? Are you onto the Christmas stuff? I've done a few this year, but not as many as I have done in the past. I'm at the start of my scroll saw journey, really. My Hegn is amazing, by the way, fantastic. I got it on the recommendation, really, and I absolutely love it. A bit more than the wife, to be honest. Oh dear, but no, I'm glad to hear it, and it's a lovely process with the scroll sawing, and you can see that is the basis then when we're doing a project like this one here. As you sort of evolve with what you're doing on the scroll saw, if you do add a few wood carving tools as well as the scroll saw, that allows us then, see, to do different projects like we're working on with this one. But yeah, a lovely process working with the scroll saw as well. Let's have a little look, just a little bit more. Just a bit more around the side there. Another crescent moon, fantastic. Got an order for 3 last night, and I had to refer to my own article to remember exactly how it and you had to refer to, brilliant. Yeah, been there, done that. Somebody in contact with ourselves and they say, oh, I've seen on social media such and such an item. Can you make me one? Because I really like that. And I'm thinking, oh, what? And then I'm having to check on social media which design it was and then track it down in the design book. Because half the time you make something and then you forget what you've made. It tends to, I tell you what tends to happen, it tends to be those items that are a bit more work. If it's something that I replicate, you know, that are good to put in the workshop and we sell them regularly in the shop, then I've usually got them to hand. But then there are those other items that you start making and you think, bit too much work to be reproducing all the time. So we get those sorts of requests. And then I'm referring back to where they're talking about. I bought some leather for making knife sheaths for my carving whittling knives. Brilliant. Glad you like it, Michael. Yeah, it's coming along. Oh, sounds good. There used to be a leather worker just down the road. But similar to a lot of the different sort of hand skills, and they've got that long gone. They actually made a support for Dad when he was carving. Hi Michael, I've made my own Colrosing knife because they're simply not out there yet. I know. More and more with anything sort of handmade, more and more difficult to get stuff. And if you want anything slightly different, especially so. I had a go on the weekend. I've done it before. First time I've done it, I made some butter, which was fun. And I went and looked then for a butter press. I thought, I don't believe it. I'll have to make one because you can't get them. Well, the only one I found was on Etsy, I think it was, and it was £30. And I thought, I'm not paying that. I can make it for a fraction of that. But that's the thing, if you want anything now, anything handmade, I think I've gone a little bit small here. I think I'm going to bring that back to there and redo it. Because that for me is a little bit Yeah, I think I'll redo that one. Let's go in. It evens it up as well, matches it to the other side. So we'll match it to the other side as well. Yeah, so just matching it all the way. Just by lengthening, just shows, you know, people ask what do you do if you make a mistake? Well, you need to make an adjustment. Just make the adjustment, don't worry about it too much. There we are, just around there like so. And then same with that one. Shake that down like so. There we are, we got our leaves. Yeah, so I think we just about got the detail there for the leaves, just coming around the outside there. There we are, and I think we're making some decent progress. There's no ordering online, it hurts with the money. Yeah. Well, yeah, I worked it out with the butter press because I just thought, well, really, it's only a box. I mean, that's what it really is like a box. Excuse me, and then like a piece on the top with a handle. So I thought, well, I can make that. And they wanted, I thought £30 was, I thought it was a lot of money for that, but it's not a widely available item. And to be honest with you, in the end, I had it on a chopping board. I had it on top of the chopping board and just literally pressed it down with a wooden spatula, and it did the job. So, as long as it works. Right, I gotta be careful here. This is the last little bit I think I'll finish with today, because I've just got to be careful because of the direction of the grain. That would be a piece that could easily make a mistake on, and same here. You could easily have it go wrong and split a piece or something like that. My dad was a shoemaker at a shoe repair shop. I grew up in the leather trade making all kinds of stuff, bells, hulsets, fantastic. What a brilliant thing to grow up around. What a fantastic thing to grow up around. Some very good memories, I would think, Michael. Some fantastic memories. Yeah, same for me, growing up around this. Although a few not so good ones. I remember we'd be all ready to go to the beach, and if somebody pulled up for the workshop, that was it, everybody back out. Trip cancelled. But it was by and large nice work growing up around the workshop. Right, so I'm just going carefully on these bits because we don't want any damage on them. Okay, just a little bit in like so. There we are. Just like so. There we are. We're just a few little. We got the tail feathers. We're just sorting out on our lovebirds. And I think that finishes off nicely. There we are. I'll just check. I think that will do us for this week's carving, but that is some good progress on our Lovespoon for the year. I think we will continue with it next week. And so we have got done Let's have a little look. I'll tell you what I'm going to do as well. You do a little line on there, just to finish off that one. And then a little line on there, just to finish off that one. And I'll tell you what I might do. Before I finish the live stream, little line, a little line. Right, the only thing, I always do this, if there's something, which there is, if there's something that, yeah, that we've lost what it is, because we've lost the sort of detail on that one. There we are, we got that going in there, and then this one goes around. All it is, I don't want to be coming back next week when we do a bit more of this on the live stream. I don't want to be looking and thinking, how does that actually go there? So I've just marked out so you can see that leg is going behind the other one, like so. So the one leg is sort of disappearing behind the other one. There it goes, just like so. There we are. And then that would be going in behind there as well. Just take the depth, just like so. There we go. Yeah, so it's just working out. It's just, all I'm doing is making sure I know. I don't want to leave that for next week and then forget how it actually goes. My wife wants a new leather pocketbook. Oh, another request, another job to get sorted. There we are. Well, I hope it all goes well on that front as well. There we are. So that's the progress on the Lovespoon to record this year. I'm going to carry on with it next week in the live stream. So hopefully you've enjoyed that one. We'll continue making some progress. Anybody watching this on playback, if you've got any questions, any thoughts, let us know in the comment section, and we do our best to sort of answer anything and help out. Any questions about this spoon and things like that, feel free as well to ask us. Hope you all have a great week. Yeah, thanks for joining us again. And all going well, we'll be back next Monday. Thanks again. All the best.